You know, there has been 40-year mortgages before. They haven't really ever caught on. There's a few practical hurdles in the way that I see today, at least, which is, first and foremost, a 50-year mortgage would fall outside of the category of a qualified mortgage, making it a non-QM product. Now, that could certainly change. They could change the definition, but that would be a non-trivial thing from a regulatory point of view. Second, when we're thinking about the market structure, one of the biggest things is that we need a buyer. It's wonderful for the administration to suggest a new product, of course, but someone needs to be the takeout. Some entity or entities ultimately would need to buy billions of dollars of these loans. And if we snapped our fingers and solved the regulatory issue, I'm a little skeptical at what rate of return the investor community would require. What would that rate look like to the borrower? But then really for me, the kind of the third point I would make is, and Rob mentioned this initially too, is if you just compare an amortization schedule, let's just use a 6% 30-year fixed versus a 6% 50-year fixed, and just use a round number, let's call it a $500,000 loan. The monthly payment does drop. It drops by about $300 a month or thereabouts, maybe 370 if I did my math right. But it adds about $500,000 of interest. And we all know that not everyone holds loans in perpetuity, but I think the challenge in this one is that the borrower equity gets built much, much slower. So I could keep going, but my point here is certainly there are non-trivial challenges that would take some time to solve. So I'm very interested in any ideas that address home affordability, but I don't see it with this one personally.